Negative overload. The biggest problem at the moment is that there's so much fear, there's so much stress, there's so much worry, there's so much people focusing on hate and injustice and fighting and everything, that we're having an overload at the moment. This is causing major problems to our senses and major problems to our way of life. Our environment is becoming polluted. Our actual, what we're drinking, our food, everything is being overloaded on the body. And this is why a lot of people are mentally, physically breaking down. And so the understanding of this is that, yes, we need negativity and we need positivity, but both bring balance. And so when there's more of one than the other, it's hard to allow the automatic flow that's in us, the source within all of us. So it's time that we started to plant seeds in ourselves, plant vibrations, because our vibration creates our reality, they say. So our actual thoughts are being clouded, our actual thinking. We're taking tablets, we're taking all sorts of things. We're looking for escapism from this abundance of negativity. Now, we know that when we are enjoying life and when we are flowing and when we are doing what makes us happy, then we don't think about the negative side. But because our body is so riddled with this overload of negativity, it's hard, because people are searching now for things to make them happy, to make them feel unconditional love, to make them feel alive, to make them feel, and this is having an adverse effect, because the pure energy within everybody is neutral. So whatever you're putting to it, it becomes. So even the manifestation of being happy and joy and everything is even harder for people at the moment. Why is this? Because there's certain things in life that brings the automatic flow. Happiness. It's not a case of wanting to be happy. It's a case of not even being happy, but the solution is happiness. Now, you can get that through just in energy. You know, if you sat this moment and says, right, you know what, I'm going to feel happy in this moment. At first, your brain will kick in and show you all the times, and then the emotions attached to these times of happiness. But no, just say to yourself, I am happy. I am happy. I am happy, until the brain takes it on and the body takes it on. You'll be in the energy of it. You'll be in the solution of it. And then you become happiness. That you're just happy. And then you start to flow. And then you allow moments to be happy. You attract people to create happiness. You see things. You're not looking at the negative all the time, or looking at what's on Facebook, or what's happening here and what's happening that. You know, you start to see the joy in life. But because your body is abundance of negativity, you're struggling to keep that maintenance. And so then the flow disappears. The automatic flow of healing your body disappears. The automatic of healing your body. The automatic of attracting good situations. The automatic of being around people who are more passionate and creative and ignite this flow of the pure energy inside of you, or the source within you, so that you can be the automatic flow. Once again, it's becoming extremely hard for people. And this is the problem that's happening at the moment, because we're attaching to things that we shouldn't be attaching to. We're thinking about things that we shouldn't be attaching to. Our bodies are being affected by things that we're thinking, feeling, emotionally. And then that's when our mind and our body and our soul are starting to fight each other to try and push through the automatic flow of life, the automatic healing, the joy of living is dispersing, because we've got an overload. So you say, well, how can we change this? Well, you've got to change nothing, but you've got to get back to who you are. Because when you are who you are, and when you celebrate who you are, and when you create for yourself, and when you're passionate and share with others who you are, that is then we start to ignite more of the automatic flow and releasing the negativity. You know, a lot of people say dehydration is 80% of illnesses, but the abundance of negativity gets trapped on the body and it causes inside problems, and the body has to release. That's why more people are having anxiety attacks, panic attacks. The body's got to the stage where there's too much overload and it has to get rid of this all. And how does it do it? Through anger, through hate, through all the stuff that we don't really want in our lives, but we get triggered. Because emotional stuff inside of us gets triggered for us to rah and go with and follow and have a little rant about. Because why? Because it's deep rooted stuff trapped. Then the abundance of this negativity is based, the overload is triggering all our insecurities, our lessons that we can normally handle when we're enjoying life, but we can't when it's just too much negativity. And so there's so many different ways that you can work. And after the last 10 years of soul searching, I've found that really everything is relative, but with the overload of negativity at the moment, then we're only tapping into that which causes us harm, which gives out harm, which shares harm. And this is what is all that we're seeing at the moment. And so we've got to change it. We've got to change it. There's simple things that you could do, you know, like 3 focus points for the day so that you feel achieving something. Putting like negative thoughts in a box or a stream so the universe knows that you've dealt with it, and then not attaching to that which hurts us anymore. I'm not saying don't feel it, but forgive yourself for attracting or creating these scenarios or for focusing on the negative. And so then you allow the body to let go of it. Because often we rather have pain than nothing at all. So the overload of negativity is so important at the moment. And so I shall be looking to do like a peace sanctuary. So at least once a week or whatever, you can get back to that energy. Simple way. Just try this simple. This is the simplest way. Your past is your past. It's made you into the person you are. The future is still there for you to achieve, to look at, to fun. Go to the moment at the moment. Just be at this moment and know that in this moment you're creating for the next moment. What do you want your life to be? If you want to feel happy, then feel the energy of happy. Say, I'm happy. I am happy. I'm going to feel that energy of being happy. Feel what it was like that when you're happy, how people seem to treat you different and how the world seems to be better and how things fall into place and how the automatic flow and the lights change for you and it just seems everything is flowing right. Then you're creating for the next moment. Love. Feeling love. Just with anything. It could be something around your house. It could be anything. But just be in love. And know that look at the bigger picture, that when you're in love, the world seems better and you attract people and you attract situations and you love things and you appreciate things and you know, this is the key. It's becoming these energies that you want to become rather than attach them to something. Because like you buy a new TV, you know that the TV eventually is going to break down, and you know, so it's like you've got to love things that are alive, you know, so that you get it back, so you get the feeling of it back. But the real key is just being that energy of love. Get excited that you could be in love. Get excited that you love all things, even your enemies, because at the end of the day, they are still part of you and they still have a connection that's the same as you. And some people are just lost and not connecting to their higher self or their soul. They're not connecting to the earth. They're not connecting to their bodies. They're not connecting to the senses. They're not enjoying life. Because why? The overload of negativity. Look out for more stuff. Look out for more stuff that I shall be putting online. Let's now learn to become the energy of peace and joy and happiness. Let's spread this throughout the world. Let's plant the seed within yourself first. Get you right. And then your energy will, when you come into contact with more people who are planting seeds for themselves, then you'll expand the energy and you will change the energy of the places and people we meet. And eventually, hopefully, we can all come together, because we're all human. We are a human race that's struggling at the moment due to the overload of negativity. And it's up to us. You can change your little bit of energy in your place. You can bring love into your house. You can bring nature into your house. You can imagine waterfalls around the walls to cleanse your house. And that will have an effect when people come to your place or when you meet people, because your energy is different. Instead of one of complaining and blaming and it's everybody else's fault and what's happening in the world at the moment and this, that and the other. It's time for us to stop attaching to the negative, stop hating, stop blaming, and start loving. Unconditional love, where you have no qualms about who that you send love to. Okay, hope this helps.